the overall market. So the overall market in India is close to 250 lakh tons, of which virgin paperboards is just about 20 lakh tons. So less than 10% of the market, of which the leader is obviously ITC. But the others as well, they have about 20-25% sort of market share, but not too big in terms of their overall contribution. So that's about JK Paper. Jay, actually, we'll continue this conversation with you on the other side in Markets Forward. But for now, let's wrap.
Yeah, that's right. Let's wrap up on today's trading session. It was week one. The Nifty goes home with the cut of around 250 points. We breached the 20 DMA on the closing basis. Structurally, things not looking very, very good. A whole host of factors played out today. Trump's tariffs, you had a truncated week, you had the weekly expiry that will play out, and you had the MSCI selling as well. Sentiment seems to have taken a little bit of a hit, and that's why the markets were down. Breadth of the market, you had just one stock that was advancing for around 3 stocks that were declining. But mind you, from the broader market, there were a few stocks that did do well. Case in point being Protein e-Govern on the back of an order win. You had BLS as well that did do well because of the order win. Vare Energies towards the end of trade, that did surge up in trade. Vikram Solar was the other one that was up close to around 7.5%. And Ola Electric as well. That one said that PLI benefit will gradually flow through, and that's why those stocks did do well. Today, we did see that a lot of these domestic-facing FMCG names did do well. So you had HUL, Nestle, and ITC that held up. From the auto pack, Maruti rolling out their first electric vehicle from Gujarat, so that stock did well. And the Royal Enfield was thumping ahead in today's trading session. But sentiment did take a hit.
Sentiment did take a hit, Nigel. I'm looking at a couple of these names like Sun Pharma, which was lower on a brokerage comment. We had Tata Steel, which was lower. Bajaj Finance as well ended lower from the frontline pack. Vodafone Idea giving up nearly all the gains that it saw in the last few trading sessions on hopes of some sort of relief coming in from the AGR dues, but that's not the case to be. That stock down by about 9%. And a big gash is what we saw in Balrampur Chini as well. And Zydus Life too on the back of a brokerage note. We were talking about the paper stocks, which opened lower and thereafter continued their slide downwards. So JK Paper, for instance, ended about 8-9% lower. We had West Coast Paper, which was lower as well. And in the commodity space itself, we had Balrampur Chini, which was down by about 6%. But on the way up, we did see Edelweiss Financial on the back of that large trade doing well. Protein e-Government, you did allude to that, and we did see some traction in names like Dodla Dairy and Britannia as well, which ended with a gain of almost 3.5%. So some stocks gaining, a lot more losing, and a lot more taking place when it comes to the overall sentiment in the market, international news and domestic news. With that, we wrap up on this edition of Closing Bell. You stay tuned to CNBC TV18 as Markets Forward comes up next.